And I wouldn't say Vic would be looking for kills in his grab, just giving back Gert his ult, but he's pretty far behind.
Yeah, a bit of a wasted grab there. Not a lot of follow-up there.
Does get the picks, though.
And the Diva Bomb does catch the Brig coming out of spawn. Yes, he does fall in tail. Only 2 on the defense for the moment.
Gert needs to get his ultimate here. It's going to be very hard, though, with a bunch of ults coming out on Arctic's side.
Shatter does manage to get 1. The Blade does get 2. And the offense able to finally cap the 3rd point.
For a 5v6, that was a very proud effort from Forgotten.
And I agree. A very good
Get him under 2 minutes. They started that 3rd point with, I think, over 5.
I believe so as well. I believe it was like 5.5 or something to that extent.
And even against a pirate ship is pretty good.
My preference to see to matters personally, but I will see them done.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Bastion on the defense coming out from Forgotten.
The attack, they're setting up that pirate ship. Razor, though, sitting in this bush, hiding, and is able to secretly deal damage to Bastion. Looks like he's going to get the kill. Wow. That's a very good help with the Bastion there by Forgotten. No shield though for the Bastion, and Roadhog Arista is going to be very hard.
Yep. Reinhardt is able to finally get onto the point to shield his Bastion.
Forgotten is looking very strong right here.
Which is weird because they're a man down.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like
or maybe this is just one of their
back
better
for the
maps.
Bastion against the Tracer.
Vic does fall. Hoghook does get the Bastion off the point. Coalescence coming out.
Bastion does fall, but I think Baron's still going to go away with this fight. And they will have time to put that Bastion back on the payload.
It will, and the point continues to move, and it is just the tanks and this Tracer.
That was a good pulse bomb onto the Rhine.
Grav does get 2 there. But the Coalescence and Transcendence coming out at the same time. Bit of a misplay, I think, from the defensive side. I think the Coalescence would have been more than enough to keep everyone alive there. You'd have liked to have saved the Transcendence.
We have 3 ults on the side of Forgotten, but Arctic's coming close to both Meteor Strike and Pulse Bomb, which are very strong against a pirate ship.
And they're also very close to Supercharger as well, that Orisa ult. Hog does connect with the hook, but doesn't manage to actually get anything.
That's a very good shatter. That's everyone down.
Gets a charge.
Manages to finish off strike in the back gets both supports.
And Connor single-handedly saving that point for them. He does manage to get 2 there if I saw the kill feed correctly.
Still, I really feel Impact has to use his ult this fight, or he has to switch. This is going to still be very hard, especially with a 5v6, to get that pirate ship set up again.
I agree. Doofus dives in, doesn't manage to get anything. Bastion ult does finally come out, gets hooked, but still alive.
Supercharger coming out. Does get one. Trans is too late to save the Tracer.
But it does come in time to keep everyone else alive for the moment. Ursa does finally fall. Both support ults.
This is going into Forgotten's favor. And they will have the Bastion set up.
Tracer still trying to contest. You would probably like one of the support ults back, because I don't think necessarily neither, well, that it needed to use both, but considering that it was less than 60 seconds left on the clock, I feel that that was still a justifiable use of both ults.
Roadhog is flanking right here. Gonna have his whole hog. Could be very big on us.
Three people on the high ground, both DPS and, as you mentioned, that Roadhog behind them. Coalescence and Roadhog coming out.
Point.
Sorry, Grav. Comes in, gets two, but unfortunately not much follow-up there for the side of Forgotten.
Happy that Gert saved his shatter there. He is stuck behind. He is hiding behind them.
Let's see, he does get caught out though. Doomfist does find him, and that'll be a very late stagger.
Ooh, he makes the Doomfist use meter strike, still doesn't die to meter strike. Get the shatter down. This is incredible. Wow.
That was a very interesting sequence of events, needless to say. Coalescence coming out for the Forgotten. But the Doomfist punch does cancel out the Coalescence. Pulse Bomb comes out, doesn't catch anyone.
The Doomfist uppercut right there absolutely negated the Pulse Bomb. That would have easily gotten both the Ryan and I forgot who was behind him. But the uppercut got him outside of the damage range.
It's a bit unfortunate from the defensive side. Impav now on that Hanzo.
And they're going to be close to a Zarya Hanzo ult.
Which could be their factor winning.
But it's used early.
The whole hog does manage to get the Reinhardt though. The Mercy falls. Vic will soon fall. That's another team wipe. Excuse me, Miser managing to catch out XC Dominator on the Tracer early.
They're gonna have. They're probably gonna have both tank ults here and Coalescence, and they just use Valve.
Grav coming
out.
Good
Grav. Trans even better though.
Trans.
Still able to get another pick.
Pulse Bomb onto the Rhine does get him. Mercy
does
fall
have the
trying
advantage
to
though.
res.
That Mystic going for the res does fall.
Currently 3v3 on the point. As I say that, 3v2. Now it is just the Roadhog and this Doomfist.
3v2. Ooh, a good. Alright, that was a weird interaction there.
That was very interesting. It looks like Forgotten are going to be able to cap the second point.
They can't get a better time though, but
yeah,
this is impressive.
They're scraping by at this point, managing to catch both points essentially in overtime.
No matter what the score is at the end, I'd say that this game entirely was a very close game, but this map was the closest. Especially being
the 5v6.
It was a 5v6.
Like, I'm still mind blown by this. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it's working. Roadhog looks like he's trying to get a cheeky flank going there.
Vic already back to another grab. with Girth Shatter.
They're now running the McCree and the Junkrat defense.
That's a very
Grab
good
does
grab.
come
They're not
out.
going to have strands for that. They do have Coalescence, keeping them healed up.
Rally even coming out to try and do something with the follow-up damage, but not unfortunately able to really do much.
They do have one more fight after this. They're going to have grab. They're going to have Coalescence. They could possibly get Valkyrie. But Arctic's going to have a lot of ults.
Yeah, 3 ults currently in their favor right now. Almost 4 with the Rhyme Shatter. 2 late staggers though. Reinhardt is able to get to the point along with the Moira. See if they're able to capitalize on this. Oh, Visor gets stunned out of his ult, but a
Shatter,
good
that's 3
shatter.
down.
High Noon coming out from behind
and
gets one.
High Noon, Riptire, yeah, too many ults
Tire
on the side
getting
of
one. And that'll be the hold for the defense. Team kill coming out. And even though, as we mentioned multiple times, a 5v6, a very close game nonetheless, but Arctic Melons do take the win and the series 4-0.
Play of the game.
Very well fought. That could have easily, I think that would have been a 3-1 game if Arctic, or if Forgotten kept their 6th man.
Yeah.
It was a very unlucky circumstance. And I have to say, like, Hanamura, I'd say, was probably one of... Hanamura and Ilios were both very heavily on Arctic's side, but like King's Row, you had the point where they just barely let them get around. Capping that second point, capping first point in the first attack, that could have been a full hold. Here you had Junkertown 5v6, they almost tied them and brought it to another round. It's just... Definitely willing to see a rematch of that.
For sure.
So
I think a
now
little
it's
bit
time to
more
vote
work.
MVPs.
Hmm.
I'm
For
gonna
both
say,
teams.
yeah, definitely for Arctic, I'm gonna say Tom. From the May on Hanamura and Kings Row, just breaking up the team, to his Hanzo and Ilios and Kings Row as well, even Hanamura, he was just dealing consistent damage, getting consistent picks.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you on that one wholeheartedly. Tom is my MVP there. I say for Forgotten, I say Gert.
I was gonna say Gerd as well. He was very good. Like, although his ults, he had very good ults even during team fights, which led them to wins.
Yeah.
And I feel
He
like
had a couple of questionable ones, but for the most part, got very good value for the most part with his ultimates, and just did save his team a couple of times with them.
All right, so that's it for the Forgotten for Arctic. Catch us tomorrow for my threat level midnight versus 7 watch. I think it's at
At
6
6
CST.
p.m. Yep. That's going up against